Good evening. In a striking development on the world stage, President Donald Trump has declared that Russian President Vladimir Putin is prepared to make a deal to end the conflict in Ukraine. Set against the stark backdrop of a Cold War-era airbase in Alaska, the two leaders converge for the first time in years to negotiate a way forward in Europe's bloodiest conflict since 1945. But how credible is this newfound openness? Could this summit pave the way for peace, or merely reshape the ongoing war? Tonight, we take you inside the drama, the diplomacy, and the dangers of what lies ahead. From the White House press room to Kremlin corridors, the echoes were clear. President Trump said he believes President Putin is ready to make a deal. He expressed optimism that both Putin and Ukraine's leader, Volodymyr Zelensky, will make peace, though he admitted he could not predict the outcome. Trump made clear that this Alaska summit is merely the opening move, an initial chessboard placement in a much larger diplomatic game. A second, more crucial gathering may soon follow, possibly including Zelensky and key European leaders. For Ukraine and its allies, the fear is palpable. A hastily crafted deal between U.S. and Russian leaders, however well-intentioned, must not leave Kyiv exposed to renewed aggression. The meeting took place at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage, an almost cinematic choice, remote, symbolic, and devoid of fanfare. Yet, as tensions simmer, symbolism matters. For Trump, the summit is a chance to cast himself as a global peacemaker. For Putin, it is a potent demonstration that, despite Western isolation, Moscow remains a power player at the table. Officially unscripted and with no treaties on the table, the summit allows each leader to test the waters, jockeying for advantage while under global scrutiny. In the days leading up to the meeting, Trump told Fox News Radio that Putin is going to make a deal and that sanctions have made him more willing to negotiate. He tempered expectations, citing a 25% chance the meeting could fail, but he cast it as the opening move in a broader diplomatic push, one he hopes will include Zelensky. Trump spoke of divvying things up on boundaries, a phrase sparse in diplomatic nuance, yet revealing the proposal's contours, some territorial adjustments as a means to secure peace. This language alarmed observers. Is this bold pragmatism or perilous realpolitik? Putin welcomed what he called the United States' energetic and sincere efforts to end the conflict, and noted that nuclear arms control and economic cooperation could form part of broader discussions. Yet he draws sharp lines. Moscow reportedly demands recognition of territory already seized, a halt to NATO expansion, and a neutral future for Ukraine. By offering limited cooperation on issues like ceasing airstrikes, Putin gains leverage, stalling deeper sanctions while embedding gains on the ground. It is a careful dance, signal openness, but only on terms that secure Russia's strategic objectives. In Zaporizhia and other frontline towns, the prospect of territorial compromise carries deep emotional weight. Residents question, what about our lives? Many, exhausted by war, long for peace. Yet others resist any land deal, fearing it would erase their homes and their identity. President Zelensky has been unequivocal. Ukraine will not surrender an inch of its territory. Security guarantees, not territorial concessions, must underpin any arrangement. Here is the larger question. Can Western leaders trust that a deal brokered without Ukraine at the table will serve its interests, or will it leave a fragile peace built on injustice? Across Europe, a sense of caution prevails. Leaders fear a fragmented deal could fracture NATO cohesion and embolden authoritarian impulses globally. Germany's Chancellor and UK's Prime Minister have called for transparency, emphasizing that peace must be just and jointly negotiated with Ukraine. Publicly and privately, European allies urge that Ukraine must be included in any peace talks, warning against sidelining Kyiv in high-stakes diplomacy. One unexpected turn, arms control. Putin hinted that a new nuclear deal, perhaps to replace expiring agreements, could form part of talks. For Trump, a breakthrough here offers a diplomatic coup, a tangible win that could bolster his peacemaker image. For Putin, it's a chance to project global leadership beyond the battlefield. But linking nuclear diplomacy with territorial conflict raises the stakes and the moral complexity of any deal. Trump framed the summit as like a chess game. It's a move designed to set up a second, decisive match, one he hopes to hold with Putin and Zelensky together. That second engagement may be where real bargaining begins, but only if Trump navigates this first meeting without conceding Ukraine's core interests. If you appreciate clear, fact-based coverage of world events, please subscribe to my channel now, so you don't miss our next deep dive on this unfolding story. At the summit, the tone was cordial, but concrete outcomes were limited. Trump pressed for a ceasefire. Putin signaled openness, but only under conditions. One possibility: talks proceed to a three-party summit that includes Kyiv and European leaders, a constructive path. Another: the Alaska talks collapse, prolonging the conflict. Trump's chess game vision depends on momentum, but if Ukraine's interests are sidelined, the board may tilt dangerously. The Alaska summit stands as more than a diplomatic encounter. It could define the post-war order in Europe. Will it be remembered as the opening of a real peace process, or the moment Ukraine's fate was postponed? We've witnessed the opening move. Trump says Putin is ready. Putin offers conditional cooperation, but the deal remains elusive. Ukraine remains at the heart of the matter, not a bargaining chip. A just peace demands its voice. Thank you for watching this in-depth analysis. If you value clear, fair reporting on global affairs, subscribe to my channel and stay with us as this story evolves.